Welcome to Juniper Rentals. To park at the closest free parking to the apartment, we have two options for you. The first being this one. This is heading up Winwell Road behind the church. This is around a 10-minute walk to the property. The alternative parking, a wee bit closer to the apartment, is up this street on Barn Road. At the end of this street, it leads up to Lower Castle Hill, which is a 5-minute walk to the apartment. This video has been set to double speed, so we are going a wee bit slower up this hill than the video shows. To unload luggage, I would recommend parking outside the apartment building. Just make sure to leave someone with the car at all times, just to make sure that there's no parking tickets. And then you can unload your luggage, then go get a parking space. To enter the apartment, you go through the gate and the key safe is immediately on your right hand side. And the key safe is just located just here. Just take the wee flap here and just pull down towards you. And then you take the code just here. We've provided you the code 3 days prior to arrival, and then enter the code. And then once you've opened it, just push this little latch down, which then opens the safe. Take the keys, and then pop this back up and pull the lever down. Just make sure to scramble the code. To access the building, just use this little fob. Just hold it here, you'll hear the noise, and just push the door open. Our apartment door is just here. And if you just take the silver key, pop it into the door lock, and then turn clockwise to open. And for the gear lock on top, just take the wee silver key here, pop it in, and then just turn and hold to the right, and then use the handle. Welcome to our apartment. And to lock the door from the inside, the Yale lock locks itself behind you, so just be careful when entering the property. And to disable this, just pull this wee lever down, and then lift the slider up. That locks it in place, so you won't get locked out. And if disabled, just pull it back down. That locks it. For extra security, you got the key just here, just pop it into the door, and then again, just turn to the right to lock. We have our intercom just here, so if you have guests arriving, just simply pick up the phone to speak through the intercom, and then just click and hold the wee key button to open the door. Into our kitchen. We have our washing machine just here. If you click and hold the on button just here, the indicators will come up. Then just use the dial just here to turn to the cycle that you'd like. When you found one that you like, just press the start button just here once, and then when you're finished, just hold the off button. Just pull this drawer open here. You've got your main detergent in this section, and your fabric softener just in here. The hot water in the apartment is all run off our gas comer boiler, so it's fairly instantaneous. Just let the water run for a second and it'll warm up quite quickly. Turn to the left for hot, and then just pull the tap towards you. For cold, it's just up here on the right hand side. For our microwave, just turn this once to the left, then turn to the right to set a manual time. So for example 1 minute, press the start button. If you want to add an extra 30 seconds automatically, just press it once again. To pause the microwave, just press this once, and you can pull the microwave door open, check your food closed, and to restart, press the button here. To cancel it completely and stop it, just press this once, and then once again. For the oven hob, just click and hold the button just here. You can see it all comes on. Now there's 4 sections to here. The hob is an electric induction hob, so this is the bottom right, top right, bottom left, top left power. So if you want to put the bottom right one on here, click and hold this to go back on. And then to activate the bottom right burner, just tap over here to your desired. Now this is now activated, but it won't go hot until the pan's on, being induction. To put it off, back to 0, and you just click and hold this button, and then it's off. For the oven just below, you just take the dial on the left hand side here, turn round to the fan section, which is just this one, and then you've got your temperature just on the right hand side here. Turn this to your desired temperature. You'll then know when this temperature has been achieved because this little icon will show that it's ready. When you're finished, just turn them both back up to the top. For the extractor fan, the light is just a little button just here. There's then 3 power settings for the fan. You've got 3, 2, 1, and then to put it off, just this button, then the light to go off just here. For the kettle, it's just to be dial just inside, just push this down, you'll see it lights up to show that it's on. And then for the toaster, you've got the dial just in the middle, just turn to the higher numbers to increase the duration and the lower to reduce the amount of time. Just push this down and you'll see the wee light here that it shows that it's on. To cancel, just press this button. When you arrive, we have a welcome basket for you to get you started for your stay. And for the oven and the cooker, these are the isolator switches. Just please make sure these are left on in these positions. For waste, on the left hand side just here, we have our general waste, and the right hand side here is recycling. The radiator, just the dial just here, you can see the indicator. This is currently set to the maximum temperature. Just turn this. You can see the lower numbers. Lower the numbers, the lower the temperature, and the higher the numbers, the higher the temperature. Just under the sink, we have our first aid kit, fire blanket, and our fire extinguisher, along with iron and dustpan and brush. And into the bedroom. Got some wee books for you to read. We've also got our Wi-Fi router here. In the event that the Wi-Fi is not working, you just put the switch off at the wall just for a couple of minutes, then put it back on. You shouldn't need to do this, however. We have a lovely little seat by the window. And then bedside tables with lamps on each side. We've also got some USB sockets here if you're travelling. The radiator, again, the same throughout the property. Higher the numbers, the higher the temperature, and the lower the temperature. Just turn to adjust. In the cupboard here, we have some hanging space for you, along with our travel cot. And the light switch. Into our bathroom. So, walk-in shower for you. Just the radiator in the wall just here. Again, throughout the property, just the same. This is showing as max just now. Just turn this to the lower numbers to reduce the temperature, and the higher numbers to increase the temperature. Just the tap here. Turn to this side here for hot, and this way for cold. And into the shower. On the left hand side, this activates the water. If you want to pull one way or the other, it determines if it's on the overhead or on the rainfall shower. the dial on the right hand side here. This is for the temperature. Turning to the lower the numbers, lowers the temperature, and the higher the temperature. When you get to this point here, just have to gently push down this button and turn to the hottest setting. Just make sure to do small changes as it does change quickly. And the colder settings then as well. And the light switch is just here, which also controls the fan, and it goes off. And into our twin bedroom, you have one single bed on either side. Nice bedside lamp and table for you. And some storage just here. Just pull the door open. For the radiator, just the same throughout the property. Just want to see this little icon just here. Just turn to reduce the temperature. The lower the numbers, lower the temperature. And the light switch. And into our single room. And our single bed. And we have some storage for you here and a bedside lamp. And we have some USB sockets. Again, the radiator, just turn the dial just to adjust the temperature as you like. And the light switch. And into the master bedroom. We have some storage for you just here. You just pull this drawer open, we have our hairdryer, and then the lower one just here for storage. We've got a side table and bedside lamp for you, just with some extra wee storage for you. Radiator just here, same throughout the property, just turn the dial to adjust to your liking. And just in the cupboard we've got some hanging space for you. And likewise with the wee dial just on the right hand side of this radiator. And the light switch. And for the television, you have two remotes. You have the remote on the left hand side here, this is the Sky remote, and then the one on the right, this is the TV remote. If you take the TV remote, press the red button on the top left, that switches the telly on. This is a smart TV, so feel free to use any of the apps on the telly. Just use the wee arrows just to curse between any of them. Cycle through them if you'd like. Please sign into any of them, and just when you depart, just remember to sign back out on departure. For the Sky, just press the top right button here for the source, then scroll across to HDMI 3 and press the center button. Comes up with the Sky functions. Then take the Sky remote just here, and press the home button just here. You can scroll down to TV guide, press the middle button, it'll come up with all channels, just press into here. You can then use the arrows and scroll down, find a show that you'd like to watch, press the middle button, it then comes a small screen at the bottom, press it once more and you come to large screen. Press the back button just here to come back to the main menu. Then press the home button and then you can then scroll through down to apps and inputs just here. These are all the smart apps that are on the TV. We have Netflix included in the package, so press the button into it. We have the package included, so feel free to watch anything you'd like and enjoy. To put this back off, you can go back to the menu button, the home button just here, and press the off button just on the top. That puts the Sky off. And then to put the television off, just take this button just here, and that puts the television off. Enjoy! And in the whole cupboard just here, this is our cleaning supplies. We've also got our Hoover and mop in here. We've also got the trip switches. Just make sure that the switches are all in the correct position, just as they are here. If one is in a different position, just feel free to flick it in the correct position. And if there's any issues, just give us a call and we'll get it sorted for you quickly. The radiator in the hallway just here, just the same throughout, just turn to adjust as you'd like. Then to lock the door, it automatically locks behind you with the yellow lock, so just be careful if you are coming in and out with bags. Take the key here, plug into the lock, and then just turn to the left, and then take it out. Just check that it's locked. To exit through the communal door, you just push this button, you'll hear the door unlocks, then just pull this open. And when departing, just take the key safe code that you had on your guidebook, then enter the code that we've given you. Then once that code's been entered, just take the wee switch here, push it down, pull towards you, and replace the keys. Then pull the switch down towards you. Then scramble the code and close. Thank you for staying with Juniper Rentals. We hope to welcome you back soon.